All right, fellas. By now, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen this trailer already and see what to expect from Madden 21 for next gen. So, in this video, they did have a podcast following this video where they actually went into deep dives on some of the elements that I hope to see get improved from what we play now in Madden, moved on into next gen. You guys see me play all year. You guys heard my complaints, some of the things that I see as it comes to the way receivers run routes, the way defenders play against those routes, and pass rush, like I've been complaining about all year. From what I'm seeing, it looks like a lot of that stuff is going to be addressed. So in this video, as this trailer finishes out, there's going to be two commentaries from the gameplay developers as they explain route running and the way the defense plays against route running, and also the way we're going to be calling plays. They've changed the way the playbook looks. So in the middle of this video, I'm going to let them take over, explain those things, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about pass rush at the end of the video. So let me allow this to play through. All right, so you guys, are you other side of this commentary?
Over 15 specific data points tracked on every down give you the information you need to make strategic decisions and optimize your game plan. To help create these highlight moments, play calling is now more intuitive and accessible. You can easily call plays to get the ball in the hands of your star players. You can save your favorite plays to find quickly when the perfect moment arises. The next generation of Madden is here, and it's never felt so real. Feel game day.
All right, now that that's over with, let's let developers take over right now and explain route running and how it plays against the defense. All right.
As I stated previously, the goal of next-gen player movement is to redefine authentic simulation football via next-gen Madden gameplay. There's nothing more authentic than using real-world NFL player data to power our gameplay, and we're the only sports games that can do it. One of the many areas where next-gen player movement really shines is with our route running. Here's a quick look at next-gen route running in action. And now I'm going to hand it off to our creative director, Connor. He's going to go deeper into the details about route running and all the other aspects of Madden's next-gen stats gameplay. Take it away, Connor.
Awesome. Thanks, Clint. Let's get into it. So as Clint mentioned, and I really want to emphasize this point, the pace of the game is now much more realistic. It's smoother and it's representative of the real NFL experience. So as a player, I can see holes develop as a runner, make informed progression reads as a passer, and more effectively guide defensive players into position to make a play. And the pace of the game has changed for the better. Now let's talk about route running specifically. In addition to speed and acceleration rates, our animation engine is also leveraging player-specific route paths from next-gen stats for receivers. In many cases, elite receivers will run their actual routes tracked by next-gen stats real NFL game data. For example, the actual route that you would see from Green Bay Packers wide receiver Davante Adams on a deep crossing route on a Sunday will be the same route reflected by Adams in Madden NFL gameplay. And the result is natural feeling fluid routes with athletic nuance and player differentiation, all possible thanks to the incorporation of next-gen stats, which no other sports game has.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and play another clip here with next-gen route running.
The pace of the game is now much more realistic. It's smoother and it's representative of the real NFL experience. So as a player, I can see holes develop as a runner, make informed progression reads as a passer, and more effectively guide defensive players into position to make a play. And the pace of the game has changed for the better. Now let's talk about route running specifically. In addition to speed and acceleration rates, our animation engine is also leveraging player-specific route paths from next-gen stats for receivers. In many cases, elite receivers will run their actual routes tracked by next-gen stats real NFL game data. For example, the actual route that you would see from Green Bay Packers wide receiver Davante Adams on a deep crossing route on a Sunday will be the same route reflected by Adams in Madden NFL gameplay. And the result is natural feeling fluid routes with athletic nuance and player differentiation, all possible thanks to the incorporation of next-gen stats, which no other sports game has. And now we can take a closer look as we go to the next video. So here what we're looking at is the difference between current gen and next gen. As you can see on the left on current gen, our route running and movement was very robotic. Players accelerated instantaneously with multiple destinations existing on a single route. And that comes through in its robotic nature. And on the right, on NEXTGEN, we're using actual NFL player data from NEXTGEN Stats, and they run an entire route from start to finish. So you can really see the difference in the quality of motion in terms of how receivers get off the line and then run the route. It's smoother, more athletic, and more realistic. Now let's talk about defense and how NEXTGEN player movement comes to life on the defensive side of the ball. We analyzed NEXTGEN Stats data on defense looking at defensive player speed, facing, and acceleration. We then took this data and applied it to the selection of our defensive movement animations, and you'll notice strafing and backpedaling look so much more natural. We've also innovated in tackling. With new tech, we've made tackling more visually authentic and user-friendly. In coverage, players will react and close on plays more consistently and predictably. Defenders will move like their real-world counterparts during both on-ball plays and impact moments. And for tackling, we built new tackle prediction and anticipation technology we call Rally, which allows us to queue up tackles prior to contact without pulling in the ball carrier. This allows us to have much more tackle variety, more anticipation for the defender leading into the tackle, and creates more visual fidelity and authentic interaction during impact moments. Also, using the Rally prediction model makes it easier for gamers to get into position to match a tackle.
Yeah, so we're going to transition over to play call. For a proper foundation for our NEXTGEN gameplay, we've also revamped our play calling experience. To be very honest, it's been a while since we changed our play call, and frankly, it's been overdue. But beyond that, we felt that NEXTGEN gameplay would not be complete without a new intuitive system here. Beyond just a reskin, we've delivered a variety of innovations to make play call more user-friendly. You can now call plays by individual players, bookmark your favorite plays to save for later, and see important game information like X factors and game goals, all in the new play call screen. Overall, these enhancements make the experience much easier for new players and more dynamic for Madden veterans. Let's take a look. So what we're going to show you, here's our new play call screen. The first thing we want to call out is the ability to easily call plays by player. This makes it easier to get the ball in the hands of your stars. For example, if you want to get the ball to McCaffrey or Tyreek Hill, select him in the player filter, and you'll get to choose from all the plays featuring him as the primary threat. And this filter also includes the view showing the X factors that each player is equipped with. Next is an option commonly requested by our community, which is the ability to save favorite plays. As this video loops through, if you can see the little heart icon up in the upper right-hand corner of each play on the Chiefs series, that's representative of a play that has been bookmarked via a simple double tap of the play icon. This will save your favorite plays to a special tab in your playbook so you can find them quickly when the perfect moment arises. And your favorites will even be saved to your profile so that any persistent plays will still be there when switching your playbook for your next game.
All right. Hopefully that filled you guys in with some nice information. There's a lot to go over there, so just better that they go ahead and explain the deep dive portion of it more than I do. But what I want to focus more on this deep dive is what was at the end of the podcast. Is where they highlighted some additional tips on gameplay that we didn't get to see, during the podcast. So we'll get there over there shortly. I'm just trying to find the page. Here's the deep dive, but in the very, very bottom, what it's looking like to me, it looks like they're removing the whole pass rush mechanic that I freaking hate in the current Madden. So right here, let's scroll over here to the bottom. Additional gameplay improvements. Because NEXTGEN play movement has so much significant impact on the pace of play in Madden 21, here's some other gameplay improvements that come along with the new gameplay system. Pass lead, NEXTGEN stats and player movement opened up ability to lead receivers, open deeper routes with more efficiency. It says the run game is going to see more lanes open up, I'm hoping. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. Remember, I always complained about like the quarterback movement, how we had control from L2 back in the day to cut off the drop back so you can have more control of your quarterback. I'm hoping that's what this is, but I really don't know. But I'm hoping that's what this is. There's better head tracking, so maybe defenders not going to be psychic anymore, turn around, knocking the ball down is what I'm hoping for. There's a new rally tech that's been introduced for NEXTGEN Madden to help with like pursuit angles and the way to route to the ball carrier. Also improve gang tackling, as well as you as the user can now interact with the gang tackling, which is nice. So, I mean, right here it says at the bottom, I believe here, it says, and even defensive users can now interact with the gang tackling. So that should be good. And here's the part that really caught my eye. Improve pass rush timing. So they're now matching the pass rush to the drop back and to the play of the offense, the way the offensive playbook is. So to me, when I saw this, I was like, are they removing the pass rush mechanic? I hope they are. It says with the pass game moving at more realistic speed, the pass rush has more of an impact relative to the timing relationship between quarterback drop back, the depth of the route, and the speed of the incoming pass rush. So I just want to see how that dynamic is going to play. That's big key for me in terms of playing defense. And hopefully I can move away from nickel over G in where I'm playing defense right now. The reason why is because everybody's running those crossing routes and you can't get pass rush. And nobody's going to stick in cover 3, cover 4 game with people running crossing routes all over the field. This is why I only play a certain kind of defense. And if you don't understand it, that's why you don't see me in any other defense, because you're just leaving yourself to get burnt over the field, all over across the field. I'm hoping I can be able to mix more defense into my gameplay, because the game maybe can allow us to do it because we get better pass rush in the game. So hopefully you guys take this with a grain of salt, man, and December 4th comes around. Hopefully the game just plays a little bit better than what it's playing right now. It's my hope. Because when I saw this trailer, I was like, I almost didn't even want to play my current Madden anymore. I'm just like, man, can we get next gen gameplay up in here? Because I'm getting tired. So, I will try to stream tonight. See you guys there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until next time, fellas, as usual, I'll holler at you dudes later. R1. Link in the description for this deep dive. R1.